Max, congratulations on the film.
Thank you very much.
How familiar you were with Laura Wade's play when you were first approached about the film?
I was very aware of it as a play, but I never saw it, unfortunately. But I think Kit Harington played my part way back when.
And what did you make of the screenplay when it did reach you for the Riot Club?
I found it pretty uncomfortable. First time I read it, I didn't really want to be involved because I was worried that it glamorized this sort of behavior. But then I sort of looked harder and I saw that Laura Wade had written a very nuanced, specific, non-judgmental take on a particular area of society that's rarely touched upon, so I thought it was important to do.
And it is uncomfortable at times, isn't it? It's a little bit like the feeling you get when you're watching The Office or something like that, where it's awkward, but you just have to keep watching because it's so compelling.
I don't know if I'd equate it to The Office, but I'd say that it's certainly uncomfortable. But I think the thing that's uncomfortable is this stuff really happens, and people we know were associated with this brand of values, and they sort of got away with it in the way that other people don't. And I think that's important to examine.
And I know when Laura Wade was doing research initially, members of clubs like the Riot Club were reluctant to speak to her. Were you able to speak to anyone when it came to researching yourself?
Yeah, we found a few. They weren't so forthcoming, but they did sort of tell us that what you see in the movie is true to form, and in some cases it's even worse. And they said one thing that I remember, which was that when you walk through those doors, it's like entering Narnia. You know, the values and the ways of living that apply outside of the room just simply fall apart when you enter, which is nuts.
And what opportunity was there to bond with your cast before the cameras started rolling?
There was a lot. We went out and we had nice times together. We spoke about the film. It was good because I was worried about, you know, the dynamic of having 10 male actors of a similar age and a similar point in their careers in a room together, and what that would be like in terms of competition or showing off or this sort of thing. But no, not at all. We all knew the kind of film we wanted to make, how important the film we wanted to make was, and consequently it was incredible. And I remember finishing thinking, it's rare that you're going to have an opportunity to work on a film with an ensemble like this.
And how did you find playing the sort of different states of drunkenness? And presumably that was shot on different days. That might have been quite tricky.
We actually shot it in a sequence, thank God, because it's so important. But we got a guy in who helped us with the physicality of being drunk and that sort of thing.
And what did you make of the Riot Club tales, and did that help you get in character as well?
It does. You know, when you put on a nice suit or something like that, it makes you stand up that little bit taller, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it was good.
And how about your own sort of flair for fashion? How interested in that are you? And when it comes to sort of dressing for the red carpet, for instance?
I used to be. I'm not anymore. I've sort of realised that it's exhausting, and you never scratch the itch, so to speak, in terms of, that sort of thing. So I don't really care anymore.
Nice ones. Thanks very much, and congratulations on the Riot Club.
Thank you very much.